Cyprus needs a bailout, and to get it, its Eurozone partners and the IMF said they should impose a levy on bank depositors. Shocking the markets this week, the plan was to take some money off all Cyprus bank savers, big and small, and not just those with more money than the €100,000 limit on government deposit protection insurance. The Cypriot Parliament rejected the idea, and there's a very real risk Cyprus could lose Eurozone support and membership this weekend. The whole deposit tax idea has meantime left savers around the world asking themselves, could it happen here? Taking a chunk of money off from bank deposits isn't a new idea. Italy did it as recently as 1992, albeit for just 0.6%, again applied to all savers. Norway tried it in 1936, the depths of the Great Depression, and mid-European nations Germany and Austria did it in the 1920s after the First World War. Brazil had a go in the early 1990s, and Argentina took money off its bank depositors to try and rescue its own finances about a decade ago. Those countries in those situations might sound like basket cases, and it certainly takes a severe financial crisis for a government to mess with the deep sense of safety which ordinary savers need to enjoy if they're to keep their money on deposit at the bank. But in some ways, all Western savers are already suffering a banking tax. By pushing interest rates down towards zero since 2008, central banks have imposed real losses on people with cash in the bank. The US Federal Reserve, the Bank of England and the European Central Bank have driven real interest rates, that's the return you get after you account for inflation, into negative territory. The real value of savings has been eroded in order to help those in debt, including governments, reduce the value of what they owe. So Cyprus is only the latest example of the risks we all have to run by putting money in a bank. Deposit protection insurance is key, but putting cash on deposit still makes you a creditor. And in financial crises, the creditor always pays in the end, whether through a default, a levy, or more slowly through inflation. The borrowers, remember, don't have any money. To get access to the lowest prices for gold and silver bullion today, visit BullionVault.com.